welcome to the Psychosin project. I'm Psychosin. Today going to be something a little bit different. It's another game review, but basically I don't know if you're like me. When you buy these games, you get like obviously the limited edition, the ultra limited edition, and that. You end up buying them, pre-ordering them, and when you get them through, you're a bit disappointed because just a bit of downloadable content and maybe one or two other extra little bits. Well, today I'm going to be doing the unboxing of the Royal Edition, as it's called, of Two Worlds 2, and a review of whether the game is actually worth spending the money that I did to get this, which was about £60. So anyway, start with the unboxing. First of all, it's possibly the biggest fucking box I've ever seen for a game. There we go. That is the box for the game, Royal Edition. Can't really read it, but it says it up there. Obviously, Two Worlds 2 logo, and on the back, again, just Two Worlds 2 logo. Right, let's do this. Just let me set myself up here. So obviously, let's open this up the side here. So, first of all, what you get for your money is a model of one of the main characters in the game called Kasara. You can't see it that well, so I'll show it to the camera. So there you go. There's a bit of a sort of assemble it yourself a little bit, but there you go. That's at the front, and then at the side, got this handy little pocket there. Slides out. You've got Two Worlds 2 art book. Obviously, like every other game, art book full of drawings and all that may be of some interest to you. The game itself in another separate package. Also get bonus item codes there. You can't really see it that well, but it's bonus item codes. A pack of personalised for the game Two Worlds 2 playing cards. Show you a couple of them. So obviously, still on the back, and then like the King, the Queen, and all that are characters from the game again. Put that away. I mean, usually at the most that's what you would get, but there is more in here, and for cheaper than most sort of limited special editions I've found for the 360. Also get this is a bonus DVD, which I haven't actually watched yet. I'm not entirely sure what's on it. It doesn't actually say anywhere on here. So yeah, bonus DVD. As is standard with RPGs now, since they started with like Oblivion and stuff. A massive posters come map of the game world, and finally you get, and I've this unopened, a mouse map. As you see there, I haven't opened this yet. Strange that they give you a mouse map when it's a 360 game, but anyway, also good inclusion. So all in all, extras wise, that's actually a pretty good bargain. I mean, as I say, it was only £60, but that was brand new. That wasn't second hand or anything. When most limited editions to get this much stuff, I've found have been say about £100 or something ridiculous. But to get all that for £60, which if you're American is roughly, I'd say roughly about $100, $100 to $120, isn't bad at all. Obviously, the other thing I didn't show you is the inside, also the inside case. It's two beautiful looking paintings. Again, two characters from the game. Right, so that's the unboxing. Let me put this aside. So, the game itself. Now, I'm aware that Two Worlds 1 was constantly voted as one of the worst Xbox 360 games ever made. Whereas I, myself, if you've been watching my videos and so, put it as one of my top 10 RPGs on the 360, well, of all time. The first Two Worlds. The first one was a misunderstood game, really. Yeah, it had glitches galore, and I know there's a possible game killing glitch. I don't know if it's actually been fixed yet. But I found it a fun little RPG. I mean, you can pick it up for £5 to £10 now, so about $7 to $14 probably. It was a fun little game, as long as you can get past where they're trying to set the scene by everyone using oldie English. Yeah, it was a good little game. Now, Two Worlds 2 have changed a few things. The interface is a bit different. This is a game that seems to have been made for bigger TVs. And the reason I say that is that I've got a small sort of flat screen TV. I'll try and get that on the camera for you so you can see what I'm like. I mean, that's my TV there. If you wonder what this is behind me, this is all like part of my DVD collection. And I had to, on that TV, I had to readjust it because the game screen was literally too big for my TV. It hasn't been a game breaker, thankfully. I can still play the game once I've sorted that out. But be warned, if you've got a smaller TV like I have, you may need to fiddle about with the controls a bit to see parts of the screen you need to, because you can't adjust it in the options, which is essentially a point against it. But now on to the actual gameplay itself. The gameplay is very much like the first one. Again, action-adventure RPG. They've improved the mechanics a bit. The inventory system's a lot more innovative. The only thing that they haven't changed, I feel they should have, is again you can only play as a male, because the story is based around you playing as the brother who's out to save his sister, who's some sort of bringer of doom if she falls into the wrong hands. Now that's a shame, because obviously there's a lot of customisation options. I feel they missed a trick here by not having it so it was a brother who was called, and the sister having to go save her instead, save her brother, sorry, instead, which would be a nice twist for once. It's very, very open-ended. You've got stamina bar. You've got making the horses run is a bit annoying. You have to keep tapping the left trigger on the 360 to keep the speed going. Otherwise, your horse just slows down and stops. It's gone back to formal English. I mean, it actually takes the piss out of itself at one point where someone talks to you in oldie English, and you turn around and go, well, bollocks to this, just talk English to me. Your character, for some reason, to me, he sounds a bit like someone doing an impression of, what's his bloody name? One moment. Keanu Reeves, that's it. I had to look at the Matrix then to remember his bloody name. Sounds like someone doing a version of doing an impression of Keanu Reeves from that film, but a bit more husky and trying to sound hard. Sometimes it does sound a bit stupid, but anyway, you get to play your own story, so you can be a right bastard, or you can be Paragon on the land, or you can just be an everyman. You specialise in this game. It's a bit like, sounds a little bit like the Fable games. You can do magic, you can do archery, and you can do sword, like hand fighting. As you go through, you get all these quests along with the story quests. It's packed with content. All in all, I'd probably call this one of my games of the year. Just trying to see when it came out. Was it this year? Okay, it was last year, but I only got it this year, so I'm going to claim it as one of my games of this year. So yeah, I mean, if you can afford it, go out and buy this game, especially if you can afford the Royal Edition. The other reason that I've seen it could have been towards its improvement is the first one, South Peak Studios had a hand in. Now South Peak, Two Worlds was the only game they made that was any good. Everything they've done since then hasn't really been that good, and it's been full of glitches or ridiculously hard. See X-Blades and Velvet Assassin for the ridiculously hard what I'm talking about. Now on this one, nothing at all. South Park have had no part of this. It's all done by Topware Interactive, who I can't really tell you another game they've done apart from helping do the first 2 worlds. They've done a brilliant job with this. Obviously, saves are a perfect game. Still a few sort of pop-up issues and a few graphical glitches here and there, but they're improving. I mean, 2 Worlds 1 was about there, 2 Worlds 2 is about there. Now, if we get a 2 Worlds 3, whatever they call it, because it'd be stupid to call it 2 Worlds 3, but we'll see what happens. I think they can get up here, up to a like AAA game, superb. As it is, it's a brilliant game, well worth picking up. Anyway, I've been Psychosin. If you're watching this on YouTube, come join my site, www.psychosinproject.com. Become a member. I've got videos on there I can put on YouTube, or I've got exclusive videos on there as well. Anyway, this has been my 3rd video, this 7-day video binge, as it were. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and as I say, it's something different, so I hope you've enjoyed the unboxing as well. And I'll see you again tomorrow.